Hello and welcome to the video for animation for Thursday, August 20th. I'm going to go ahead and open up the class so everybody can come in. Hello. How you guys doing today?
Hello.
Hi. How's everybody doing today?
Find yourself.
Mm,
Doing
good,
good.
good. I'm seeing a lot of colored letters up here, a big N and an M.
Hello.
Hi.
Good man. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Unfortunately, I
Pretty good.
don't
Back
have a
again.
camera.
How's it going, Daniel?
You're going pretty good. How about you?
Good, thanks. Did you guys get a
Yeah,
chance to
okay.
talk about your game idea at all?
No, not yet though.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just waking up, having some breakfast, so ready for the class.
Did you bring enough for everyone?
No. I mean, it would be cool, right? If we could share, through the screen, and that would be nice. So.
Go on, put some egg into the camera.
Yeah, right.
Hey Zion, how are you?
Doing all right. How are you?
Good. You have a good summer?
It's a lot of rest still, but yeah, I did take courses over the summer, so that was fun.
Oh, cool. So how many semesters have you got left?
I should have 3 after this one.
Cool. That's good. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm gonna start. Well, first of all, welcome to animation, digital animation DAR176. I'm Greg Lamoa, and I'm going to open up the attendance sheet and start taking attendance for you guys. So let's see, digital animation. So Zion, you were in game design last semester, right?
Yes, I was.
Um, I actually had those games printed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so could you could you be the one that I could give that game to, and you could share it with your teammates?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So what's going to happen? I'll tell all you guys about this in a couple minutes, but this class is going to be both online and in person. And so, every other week you guys are going to actually come to the school for an in-person class. So the first time you come to class, I'll go ahead and give you that game.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So let's see. We've got Daniel is here. Vladimir, let's see if he's in here. Yep.
Present.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. Let's see. Sophia, I don't see her yet. John Drake, I don't see yet. Okay. Marco, I saw somewhere. Marco's.
Yep.
Hi, Marco.
Hello.
And let's see. We have Anjanai. Is that how you pronounce it? Anjanai? Well, they're not here. So, let's see. Blake is here. Hello, Blake. And Atreyu. Let's see. Atreyu. We'll see. All right. Neil, I saw. Neil is here. Hello, Neil.
Yep. Hello.
Garrett, hello. You're here. Let's see. Zachary. Zachary is here. Hi, Zach. Uh, okay, got you. Or trying to. My attendance sheet sucks, so I have to double click on it sometimes, or in this case, triple click. Yay! Come on, stupid thing that I hate. Okay, there we go. And then Luna's here. Hello, Luna. And let's see, Rachel, I saw. Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
Zion is here. Daniel Pineda. Pineda. Don't see him. Oh, somebody's coming in. Let's see, Hugo. Thought I saw something. Yeah, Hugo's here. Hello, Hugo. Let's see. We have William Rockwell.
Here.
Oh, hi. Okay, thanks. Hi, William. Um, Victoria is here. Hello, Victoria.
Hello.
And then we have Diane. I think I saw Diane just came in, right? Yeah, Villalobos. Okay, sweet. Cool. Okay, I got a bunch of you guys in here. A few more people may jump in, but it's enough to get started. So how's everybody doing today? You guys good?
Excited.
Yeah? What do you think of this whole online class thing?
It's a real tricky thing to get used to now for the entire semester.
Yeah, well, like I was saying to Zion before, this class is a hybrid, which means that every other week you guys are actually going to come into school for a class. So that's kind of cool because we get to meet in person. And also, we have these really cool drawing tablets at school, the Cintiqs. Are you familiar with those?
Ooh. Yes, I am.
Yeah, we've got Cintiqs in CG11, and those are super sweet to draw on. So I think you guys will enjoy that experience. Now, speaking of tablets, every 2 weeks of class, you guys are going to be online 3 times, and you're going to be in person at school 1 time. So that means 3 times out of 4 in 2 weeks, you're going to be at home. So Pima has purchased some drawing tablets. They're the Intuos tablets. It's basically like a tablet that you put on your desktop, and it's got a stylus, and you plug it in via USB to your computer. It'll work on Mac or PC, and then you draw. You draw on the tablet, and then the drawing appears on your screen. You guys familiar with that type of drawing tablet?
Yeah.
No.
Never used, but seen it. Yeah.
You've seen it, never used it. That's okay. Anyway, we have a supply of those that we purchased, and I kind of wanted to get some indication from you guys if you how many of you might want to use one of those. So what I'll do, let's see, I can just go down my list here of people who I know that are in the class right now, and I'll just call your name, and if you think you would like to check out a drawing tablet, go ahead and say yes when I call your name. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put you down on a list I've got going here of people who want tablets. People who want tablets. Okay. Now, if you've got a drawing tablet at home, especially if it's better than the one I'm offering you, you don't need this thing. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. I'm getting all set up here. Okay, here we go. So let's see. Daniel, I'm going to try this.
Yeah. So yeah, what kind of tablet it is? Because I got my iPad, so I don't know if it's gonna be any different than that.
So let me share my screen just so I can show the tablet to you. So I'm gonna go to Amazon real quick,
Okay.
and bring up the tablet so you can see it. Okay, so it's Intuos tablet. Okay. So let's see. It's not that super expensive one. That I know. I'm going to say it's probably something like this one right here. Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Okay, this is going to take over your screen, but all you have to do is hit your escape button and you'll come back to the real world, right? It'll get smaller. Okay. You guys can see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, do you see this little tablet over here?
See.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. It's about the surface area is about 8 inches by 6.5 inches. There's the drawing stylus, and they used to plug in via USB. I don't know if they work via Bluetooth or USB right now. I guess I could actually just read this damn thing, but either way, oh, we probably got the non-wireless ones because they're cheaper. Let me see. Currently unavailable. Okay. Yeah, so we probably got the USB ones, which is fine. You know, it's just a cord you got to plug in. Anyway, so that's the tablet. Let me stop my sharing here so I can go back to my list where I'm keeping track of you guys. Okay. All right. So Daniel, is that a yay or a nay on the drawing tablet?
I think no, I'm gonna pass on it. I thought it was a new Wacom, so that would be cool to try. You know, the one with the screen on it.
Oh yeah, got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
but I'll let someone else to try it. Yeah.
Okay. Vladimir, do you want one?
Thank you.
Yes, since I don't believe I have anything else.
Right. Yeah. If you don't have anything, you're probably going to need one.
Yeah.
Let's see. John Drake is not here. Marco, are you going to want one?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Blake.
Yes, I wouldn't mind trying one. I've never had a chance.
Yeah, they're not difficult to use. In fact, I can show you how to use them at school. Okay, great. I got you down. Neil, would you like one?
Yes, definitely.
All right. Garrett.
No thanks.
Okay. Zach.
I'll take one.
Okay, got you. Luna. Luna, do you want a drawing tablet?
Saying yes in chat. I'm guessing no microphone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can't see the chat right now because I'm my whole screen is taken up by half of it is the roll and half of it is this piece of paper where I'm writing down your names. Okay, thanks. Rachel, do you
I
want?
think I'm good.
You're good. Okay, Zion,
Yeah.
All right.
you're all right.
Yeah.
Okay, Daniel Pineda's not here. Let's see. Hugo, would you like a drawing tablet? Is he responding via text?
Negative.
What was that?
No, I don't see him.
You don't
responding
need,
yet.
okay. William Rockwell.
Yeah, I like one.
Okay, William, we'll get one. Victoria.
Yeah, I'd want to try one.
Okay. And let's see, let's go down here. And Diane. Would you like one? Diane. Let me see if she's trying to chat to me. Oh, 2 new messages. Let's see. Hugo would like a tablet. Luna would like one. Okay. Is that you, Diane, right there? Are you speaking to me? Let me see if Diane's actually. I thought Diane was here. Maybe she got kicked out. Oh, she did. She got kicked out. Okay. All right. So we don't know about Diane. I'm going to put her down as a question mark. Okay. Sometimes people, their internet connection goes sour and they get kicked out and they have to jump back in. So, all right, cool. Thank you guys so much for that. All right, so let me go back to the class here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to sharing my screen and I'm going to open up the class website so we can talk about all the stuff that's on there. Let's see. So let me go to the website. If you guys want to go there on your own, you're welcome to. It's pima.dreamco, which is dreamco.com. And then just click on the left-hand side. There'll be a list of class names. Just click on animation, and that will take you to the post for today. Okay, looks like Diane is joining us again, so I'm going to ask her about the tablet while it's at the top of my mind here. Hi, Diane. How are you? Your microphone is muted. Hi, Diane.
Oh, hello. Sorry about that. It
Oh,
just
it's okay.
all the screens were black. I couldn't see anything.
Okay. Hey, we have these little drawing tablets that we're loaning out to students this semester so they can draw at home. Are you going to need one?
Yes, please. I would love one.
Okay, I'm going to put
Thank you.
you on the list. Okay, Diane is on the list. Okay, cool. Thank you, Diane. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to share my screen with you guys again. Sharing screen. Share. Okay, and then here we go. So this is the class website. It's at pima.dreamco.com. And if you guys have been in my class before, you know the routine, or any of my classes. I use this website and I put all my stuff on here. The only thing I put in D2L is grades. Okay, so I know you guys are used to, for your virtual classes or the virtual aspect of your classes, going to D2L, but my background's in web design, so I just built my own website. So your grades will be on D2L, everything else is here. So every week I'm going to make a post. It'll appear on Monday, and it'll have information for what we're going to do in both classes. And there'll be links and all kinds of cool stuff. So there's always going to be a link to join the Zoom class here. So you can just go to pima.dreamco.com, click on the animation class, click on that link, and it'll take you into the class. Also, every class is being recorded. So you're being watched. That's a secure feeling, right? And it's going to be put on the internet for everybody to see, so don't feel bad, right? Anyway, I'm recording all the classes, and then after I record them, I'm going to put a link up on the day that the class was with a link to the video, right? So if you miss a class or you have to leave early because of work or something like that, you can come back and check out what you missed. All right, so we've done attendance, and so now here's the super fun part. Everybody gets to introduce themselves. Yay! Can I hear a collective yay?
Yay!
That was like the most meh yay I've ever heard.
There's
It's like,
a
yeah,
sickly cough in there.
yay. It was like there was a 16th of an inch that your mouth's open, and it was like, yay. Anyway, yeah, I know nobody likes this stuff, but it really helps. It helps me get a little dial into who you guys are. Here's some things you can talk about. You can introduce yourself and say what you hope to get out of the class, and maybe what you're shooting for, either degree-wise or career-wise. And if you want to, you can throw in some personal tidbits, like where you grew up or what some of your hobbies are, whatever you care to share with us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over here to my list of many things. Where did my list of many things go? It just seems to have disappeared into the wind. I had a list. Oh, here it is. Cool. So this list is my attendance, so I can go ahead and call on people to introduce themselves. So here's an animation. Okay, so Daniel, I'm going to start with you, sir. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sounds good. So hello everyone. My name is Daniel. I'm currently on the program from animation. I'm almost done with it, so I'm happy about it. So it's just like 2 more semesters to go, and I'll be done with it. And then yeah, hopefully I can start working on it, and then pursuing a career in graphic design, and that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Is there a specific type of animation you'd like to do?
Not really though. To be honest, I like making logos and then helping like companies like to start up, like creating their branding and stuff.
Okay, and then
So that's what I'm.
and you might use
What was
animation
that, sorry?
like their websites and commercials and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'll be cool. So that's something I'm into it. So I never learned anything about animation. So this is the first 2 classes I'm taking. So let's see actually where it takes me, and then
Okay.
yeah, kind of lost in that way, but like yeah, I love it so far. So
All right,
it's a
awesome.
good
Thank you,
experience.
Daniel.
Yeah, anytime.
Vladimir, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Vlad.
Oh.
I don't think I'm gonna be very good at animation, but I took this class because, well, one, you need an elective, and two, it'd be a nice thing to learn, like a nice skill to dip your toes into.
Why do you think you won't be good at animation? Are you of the stick figure drawing variety?
Barely that.
Okay. Well, even stick figures can be animated, so there's hope. There's hope. Uh, I always like to tell my classes about this guy who came into my class once, and he couldn't draw at all. So what he drew all semester long, he just drew a guy called Mr. Pickle, and it was basically just an oval with eyes, right? So if and he actually passed the class. He was able to animate Mr. Pickle. So if Mr. Pickle can work, I'm sure you can work, Vlad.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. It's good to have you in the class. Okay, so let's see. Marco, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Marco. Uh, I've always wanted to get into animation, and after years of waiting, can finally do that. So
Oh,
I'm excited to be in the class.
and what kind of animation do you like?
Sorry, what was that?
What kind of animation do you like to do?
Well, I'm definitely more interested in 2D digital animation.
Okay, because the 3D is so time consuming.
That, and I haven't taken that class yet. So,
So it'd be kind of hard to do, right?
yeah.
Okay, cool. You have a favorite like animated TV show or something?
That is really that's a broad question. Uh,
One of your favorites.
okay. One I've gotten into recently is Dragon Prince. It's 3D animated, but it still has that bit of cell shading that has that 2D aspect to it. So I really like it.
I love Dragon Prince. I just watched the whole thing.
Me too.
Do you like the Avatar cartoons?
I love that show. I watched Dragon Prince to fill the void after I binged the entire series.
Yeah, okay. So your next assignment is to watch Korra, The Legend of
Yes.
I
Cora's
already
pretty
beat you
cool.
to it.
Korra. I love that, man. I did exactly what you did. I binged the whole Avatar series, then I binged Dragon Prince, and I'm like looking around, what's next? What's next? You know, I'm like, an addict. And then I started watching Korra, and I'm really enjoying it.
Nice.
Did you hear they're kind of redoing Avatar now?
Oh, are
They're
they?
remaking it? Yeah.
Live action.
Oh, live?
No,
Gonna
no,
be
no, no.
bad.
They're not doing live action again. It's literally just redoing it from scratch.
Oh, redoing the
No.
animation?
They're actually, I think they're kind of like redoing the story. Like they're keeping it the same thing, but just like remaking it completely.
Yeah. Well, that's a good idea because, like, if you watch Korra, the animation has improved so much that
I definitely think so.
if they redid Avatar, which looks it's great, but you can see the years on it because it was made like what 10 years ago or more, and a refreshed version of that would probably be really popular today.
I heard that the directors of like the actual Avatar and well, The Legend of Korra, they already pulled out of the net.
They pulled out of the project.
Yes,
They
they
couldn't.
did.
They don't want a part of it.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
So I don't know how that's gonna be.
I don't know how it's going to work either, but okay. Well, we'll keep each other posted on that one. Cool.
All
Uh,
right.
all right. So next we have Blake. Blake, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Blake. I'm just coming off of 8 years of active duty. I am going in for the game design program on the art side. So I wasn't expecting to take animation this semester, but my game 102 class got canceled last minute, I believe on Tuesday. So I had to real quickly get into this class.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear about the game design class. I know you're looking forward to that. Um, so Blake, you were in Game 101 last semester, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So I don't know if you heard me talking to Zion, but I had your game manufactured that you guys worked on.
I did hear that.
Okay. All right. So you can pick yours up, and can you be the guy that's responsible for sharing it with the other people on your team?
Certainly.
Okay. So you'll pick it up when we come into school. Um, okay. Cool. Thank you, Blake. And let's see. Neil, would you like to introduce yourself? Mr. Neil.
You not hear me?
You're quiet.
Well, that's weird. Hello, I'm Neil. I'm here for more of the coding side of things, and I'm just here to, spread around and grab as much knowledge as I can.
Okay, so you're more of a coder, but you're like, well, I might as well take this animation class and see how animation works.
Yeah, the more I know, the easier be able to, talk to people whenever I get a job. So.
Yeah, that's actually an excellent point. I'm the same way. I was more the front end web designer, and I learned enough coding so I could actually have a conversation with coders, and it made all the difference,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you have a favorite, or what's one of your animated shows or movies that you like?
Besides Avatar, like going way back when at Nickelodeon, Angry Beavers. That was my favorite cartoon show as a kid.
What did you say?
Angry Beavers, if you've ever heard of it.
I've never heard of
It's
that
a
takes
very
me back.
old Nickelodeon cartoon show.
Angry Beavers.
Yes, it was made around the same era as Hey Arnold, if you've heard of that one. That was a popular one.
I must have been asleep that year. I've never heard of those, but I hope maybe you'd be willing to introduce us to those at some point.
Hopefully, I don't know. They haven't. They're supposedly supposed to be making a lot of those shows.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because now everybody's scrounging for content, right? All the big, everybody has their own streaming service, Amazon and Apple and NBC and HBO, and so now they're all scrounging for content, which is good news for you guys because you could be the content makers, right? Okay, thanks, Neil. Garrett, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Garrett. I've also just had an interest in animation. I thought this class would be fun to take. So,
It is fun. I think animation is one of the more fun things you can do. Do you have a favorite that hasn't been mentioned yet? Animation?
no, I've been watching Legend of Korra too. So,
Oh, okay. You're okay then.
okay.
You passed. Okay. Let's see. Zach, would you like to introduce yourself?
Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. My name's Zachary. I'm finishing up my degree in digital production. I saw this class, animation is something I do like. I've liked it since I was a kid, so I figured just, another thing to add to my repertoire.
All right. Excellent. What was your favorite animated kid show?
Batman the Animated Series.
Which one?
Nice.
Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, Batman. Oh my God. Yeah, so cool, huh?
Yeah, great. I still love, I think it still holds up. It's a great little show.
Oh yeah.
Also how it's done and a lot of the art of it.
Did you ever see any Space Ghost animation?
No, I
Okay.
don't believe I have.
It's not the same as Batman, but there's sort of an angularity to the drawings that is kind of interesting that you might like. But anyway, I'll see if I can share some of that with you at some point.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Zach. Luna, let's see. I think you don't have a microphone or something. Let me see. She's typing something. Oh, okay, here we go. It says, hi, everyone. My name is Luna. I'm all done with game design classes. This is my last class until I graduate. Yay! I love video games and making worlds. I also love anime. By the way, Legend of Korra is awesome. Yay! All right, you rock, Luna. Okay, that's Luna. And then Rachel?
Hi, my name's Rachel. I don't really know why I'm here. I guess I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. I spent the past 5 years working a full-time job that kind of like sucked all the happiness out of me. So I've always been interested in art, and I recently got interested in animation, so I decided to just try it out.
Well, hopefully this will bring some of that happiness back into you. I just picture
Yeah.
it like, you know how if you take a balloon and you let all the air out of it and you throw it on the floor, I just picture you like that, just like with all. Yeah, well, animation is great. Drawing in general is great, but animation, bringing the drawings to life, is very magical. So I hope that rekindles your spirit. You have a favorite animation?
I grew up watching like South Park, and like Adult Swim, like Aqua Teen Hunger Force and all that. So
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you, Rachel. Let's see. And then next we have, don't tell me, Zion.
Hello, my name is Zion. I'm here because I'm doing the digital game and simulation art and production concentration. My favorite animation that I've seen probably is Children Who Chase Lost Voices. It's kind of a Miyazaki adjacent art style, but yeah.
Wow, that sounds like a good one. I'd love to see that someday. I imagine a lot
It's
of guys are Miyazaki fans.
yeah.
Yeah, can't go wrong. Spirited Away is one of my favorite of all time. Just beautiful movies. Okay, let's see. Daniel Rivas Cardenas, are you? Oh, it's Hugo. It's Hugo Daniel. Okay, Hugo, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, sure. I'm just following my major, so I would like to learn more about animation and how it works.
Okay, and do you have any favorite animated shows or movies?
I don't have any specific, but I like Simpsons or I don't have one.
Okay, but
Yeah,
Simpsons is a good example.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool. Thank you, Hugo. I appreciate it. Let's see, William.
Yeah, my name is William Rockwell. I'm a University of Arizona graduate. I'm here looking to get the game design and game design degree here, with more of a focus on programming, but I'd like to try this out just so I can try to branch out. One of my all-time favorite shows, animated shows, but shows of all time, just in general, is The Venture Bros.
The Venture Bros. All right. Um, Anybody else a fan of that animated? Yeah, cool. All right. Well, thank you so much. I thank you for sharing that information about being a programmer and trying this out and your favorite animation. Um, okay, and then Victoria, would you like to share something about yourself?
Um, like Hugo, I'm just following my major. My focus is the art production side on digital game simulation.
Okay.
And this is just one of the classes I need to take, but I am looking forward to it.
Okay, good. All right, thank you. And you have a favorite show that hasn't been mentioned yet, or?
I have a favorite movie, My Neighbor Totoro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So great. Miyazaki's just great. Okay, and let's see. Diane?
Yep, that's me. I'm sorry I keep popping in because it just keeps disconnecting. But I've kind of always been afraid to take a digital animation class, so this year I just went for it. I'm still here, and I would say I just finished watching Legend of Korra. I loved it, every single minute of it, and I really liked Into the Spider-Verse too. That one just
Yeah.
blew my mind.
Yeah, that was just amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was.
Wow. Okay, cool. All right, thank you, Diane. Um, all right, so I think everybody has introduced themselves. If there's somebody I missed, please speak now. Uh, okay. Great. Well, thank you and welcome, you guys. I hope you have fun. It's a fun class. You'd have to try really hard not to have fun, so I think you probably will. Um, I'll just give you the 2-second bio of me. I grew up here in Tucson, went to Pima and the U of A, and started my own multimedia business. I ended up doing everything from web design to animation to games and comics, and eventually started teaching, and that's what led me back to Pima. And so I've been here about 10 years, a little over 10 years, and I'm faculty in the digital arts department. Okay, so, oh, by the way, people always ask me this, but you can call me whatever you feel comfortable calling me, Greg, professor, instructor, whatever works for you. I'm fine with all of it. Okay, so let me go. All right, I'm sharing my screen, so let me go back to the class website here. So, okay, the next thing I need to do is I just very quickly, like as fast as humanly possible, need to go over the syllabus, right? And if you want to see the class syllabus, you can go to the class website at pima.dreamco.com, click on syllabi for fall 2020, click on animation. If you have a Mac like me, it's going to download it as a PDF. And then here's the syllabus. Now, most of it's a template, so most of it is the same as all your other syllabi. So I'm only going to tell you what's pertinent to this class, and everything else you can check out. So this class is going to meet Tuesday and Thursday from 10:15 to 12:30. As I said earlier, every other week we're going to meet in person, right? So that means this week, this week and next week will actually be just online, and then the week of August 31st we'll meet in person. Now, when we meet in person, they're actually going to split the class in half. What they're going to do, like, let's say there's 20 students in this class, right? 10 of you will come in on Tuesday, and 10 of you will come in on Thursday, right? So that's why I said over a 2-week period, you'll only be coming to school once, right? And the reason for that is so that we can keep social distancing, to keep everybody safe. For example, if we had 20 people in a classroom, there'd be very little room between people. But if we have 10, we can really space you guys out and make sure you're as safe as possible. Now, that being said, every class that I teach is going to be recorded and streamed like this. So in other words, the first week, we're in school, everybody's online, the second week, half of you come on Tuesday and half of you come on Thursday. Let me go ahead and, I think somebody's talking here. Okay. The second week you come in, half of you are going to come in on Tuesday and half of you are going to come in on Thursday. When you're not in, okay, hold on. I'm getting some kind of feedback from somebody. Let me see whose microphone is on. This one here. Okay, sorry guys, I'm gonna mute a couple of you who's, so that I don't get the feedback. And you can always unmute yourself when you're ready to talk. Okay. And now, wait, I'm gonna mute you, Diane. Sorry. I was getting like total feedback and then repetition. Okay. Anyway, so since all of you guys, over a 2-week period, there's 4 classes, right? Every single one of you is going to be online for 3 of those classes and in person for 1, right? And so even on the week where people are coming in, let's say you're a Tuesday person. So you come in on Tuesday, but on Thursday, I'm going to be meeting with the Thursday people, but I'm still going to stream the class live from Pima. So you'll still go online and tune into the class, right? You'll be able to ask questions and see demos and all that good stuff. And, once we get started with all this, it'll all make sense. Okay, any questions about that so far? About the schedule? Will it be possible to pick which day? Yes, it will. What I have here, in fact, we can do it right now. What I have here is a PDF. What we're going to do, we'll do it right now, is all the people who want to come in on Tuesday, we're going to put you here, and all the people who want to come in on Thursday, we're going to put you here. And by the way, you can't switch during the semester. They're going to keep everybody in those little groups. So whatever day you pick, that's the day you're going to be stuck with. So let me do the same thing. Sorry we have to do this so much, but let me just read your name, and then you just tell me if you want to be a Tuesday or a Thursday person. So Daniel?
I'll be a Thursday, please.
Vladimir? Vladimir, do you have your microphone on mute?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me. So,
okay, I'll
yeah.
put you. Let's see. Marco?
Yeah, I'll be in the Thursday squad.
Okay. Blake?
I'd like to join the Thursday squad as well.
Okay. Neil?
Also Thursday. I guess everyone loves that day.
Okay. Yeah. By the way, if everybody picks Thursday, I have to push half of you to Tuesday. So just so we have the same amount of students in both days. But I'll give you as much choice as humanly possible. Okay, so let's see. We just did Neil, and so now Garrett.
I'll do Tuesday, I guess.
Okay. Zach.
I'll take Tuesday.
Yay, Zach. Okay, let's see. I'll check Luna's message. Luna wants Tuesday. Okay. And let's see, Rachel?
Thursday, if possible.
Okay. And then we have Zion.
Tuesday, please.
Let's see, Hugo? Is your microphone muted, Hugo?
He said
he's
Thursday
typing
if possible.
He said Thursday if possible?
Yeah.
Okay. William?
Tuesday.
And Victoria?
Tuesday, please.
And Diane?
I'll take Tuesday as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, guys. And I have a couple of students who didn't show up today, and I'll have to check in with them and see what's going on with that. So I'll let you know what the final is. But more than likely, you're going to get the days that you requested, but I'll let you know if there's any changes. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Let me go back to the class syllabus, which was here. Boom. Okay. If you need to get a hold of me, the best way is via email. My email address is right here, gjlemo@pima.edu. If you call my office phone, it's going to go to voicemail and probably be there for a week and a half. So
You're not sharing your screen anymore.
I'm not sharing my screen anymore?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Boom, share. Okay, better? You can see now?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's my email address, gjlemo@pima.edu. I was saying don't call my office phone because I'm only gonna be there once every couple weeks. Here's the class website. What the heck is going on there? And here's the course description, which is of course learning animated film or how to do animation, basic 2D digital animation. There is no book for the class. Hooray! So you guys save money there. It's a good idea to have a flash drive or a portable hard drive to bring into school so that you can shuttle your files back and forth between school and home. It's a good idea to have headphones to bring in case, like, I asked you to watch a video and you didn't get a chance to watch it at home, so you're going to watch it in class. You can just plug your headphones in. Student learning outcomes is just, learning how to animate. And then as far as the grades go, 80% is class assignments, 10% is class participation, so just showing up, asking questions, and then 10% is a class presentation. And I'll explain that in just a moment after I finish the syllabus. So basically everything else on the syllabus is the template part, all these resources at the end, the access and disability resources, links, student resources and policies, key dates, calendars, and then attendance requirements. And then I have a late work policy, which says you can turn in work late, but you'll get docked, for it. Okay, so before I talk about the presentations, does anybody have any questions about the syllabus? Okay, it's up there on the website if you ever want to check it out. Okay, so let me talk about the presentations. So if you go to the class website and you click on presentations here, there's an FAQ, how to do your presentation. And it's this form here, and it basically explains what the presentations are. And what the presentations are, it's a 5 to 10 minute presentation, usually done via a slideshow by most people. And It's about a topic of your choice, which is related to animation. Okay? So what are some examples of that? Well, for example, right here, it could be about new animation technology, new techniques. Like, for example, the Dragon Prince, uses this kind of 3D shading, or actually 2D. They use like 3D models with two-dimensional shading or something like that. So that's a new technique. You could do a presentation about that. You could talk about the history of animation. You could talk about how a specific animated movie was made or show. You talk about specific animation techniques that you're a fan of, famous animators, and so on and so forth. So what I usually tell people is find something you just love, that you're passionate about, that you want to share with the world, and then bring that in and show us, because we'd love to hear about it. The way that it's normally done is you usually make like a Google slideshow or a PowerPoint. 5 minutes long is not very long, so it only takes a few slides and a few graphics and some text explanation, and boom, you got your presentation, right? When is your presentation due? Well, I'm going to eventually put a list of names and dates up on the website, and then that'll be when your presentation is due. How do you turn it in? Well, we're all going to make shared Google Drive folders, and you'll drop it in there. Can you use notes? Yes, you can use notes while you're doing your presentation. And are you presenting to the class? Yes, you're giving it to the whole class. So you can either do it in person when the class meets, or you can do it online. Either way is fine. Now, if we go back to the class website, right here, in the next week or so, I'll put up a new section that says, fall 2020, and it'll have a little link like this that says animation. And then on there will be a list of names and dates. And then I'll point that out to you guys. I'll link to it from the website post. And then you guys will know what your day is that you're giving your presentation. If you want to switch with somebody, that's fine. If you're sick or out of town, we can accommodate you. Okay, questions about the presentations? Nope? Okay.
Can we not do it?
No, you cannot not do it. It's 10% of your grade, and also it's a requirement. We're required to do one thing every week that everybody interacts with. We have the choice to make it be a test or something like a presentation, so I chose presentations. I guess Vladimir, you could go up and present about how much you hate doing presentations. That would probably be one we could all relate to. Okay.
It'll be done.
It's your choice. Okay. All right, good. The first day is usually a shorter day than the other class days, and we try to get through all this junk we have to do on the first day, and then let you guys have some fun and do some work. Okay, so next order of business here is talk about Adobe logins. So for this class, we'll mainly be using the Adobe Animate program, which is part of the Creative Cloud suite. It used to be called Flash, and now it's called Adobe Animate. We also, while we're actually physically at school, we'll look at these two programs called Toon Boom Harmony and Storyboard Pro. And those are professional grade animation programs that were used to make things like Klaus, the movie that came out a year or two ago, and The Princess and the Frog, a Disney film from a few years ago. So it's professional grade animation software. We'll be able to look at that, and then you guys will be able to work on Adobe Animate at home. Now, what that means is you're going to need access to the Adobe software. If you don't have access to the Adobe software, Pima is providing access for this semester if you're taking a class at Pima. And I have to show you the process for how to get access to your programs, right? So what I would like you to do, now if you already have an Adobe account, you have access to the programs, you don't even have to bother with this step, right? If you don't have access, then you do have to go ahead and do this with me. Open up a new tab on your web browser and go to adobe.com. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to adobe.com. Now I will warn you, in my last class, a couple people tried the steps that I pointed out to them and it didn't work. And I have to write to IT and say what the hell's going on. But I'm hoping you guys will have a little better luck. Okay, so when you get to, sorry, I'm trying to log out of my stupid Adobe account. Okay. Okay, I don't know what you guys are going to see when you go to Adobe. I'm trying desperately to get to their main web page. Okay, I don't know if you guys see this or whatever, but regardless, in the top right corner, there should be something that says sign in, regardless of what picture you see. And then it should take you to a little screen that looks something like this. Now, if you are in the boat of the people who are going to sign up for an Adobe account right now so you can use the Pima login, you have to click right here on, let's see. Well, I'm pausing for a second because I'll tell you what happened yesterday. I told people to go ahead and click create an account. And some of those people that didn't have any success. But some of the people that clicked continue with Google had success. So if you are, maybe you can try this. Maybe we can try continue with Google. So let's click on continue with Google. What do you guys see now? Maybe somebody can help me. If you click on continue with Google, do you see just your Pima? Do you see like the Pima account?
I went through that and it logged me in.
Yeah, I can see mine too. It just asks you for your birthday.
Okay. And then what happens after that? Because I'm seeing a different screen from you guys. Where does it take you?
It just says I have the Creative Cloud free plan. That's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. It's kind of tough for me to help you guys with this. I'll tell you what. Neil, were you the one who was just talking?
Yeah, I have the same screen you have right now.
Oh, you do? Okay, great. So let's see. So try this, Neil. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out web apps. Okay, click on the little waffle 9 dots up in the top right corner, and then click on Creative Cloud. Okay, and then click on the word apps in the top left corner. And then this is where you can download all the apps that you need that you want to use this semester. So for example, there's going to be, you're definitely going to want Adobe Animate, which I don't even see in this freaking list, which is super nice. Available in my subscription, everything except the program that I need. Do you guys see Adobe Animate at all?
Yeah, it's there.
Right
It's
above Audition.
at the bottom. Yeah.
Oh, it's at the bottom? Okay.
Left side, fourth from the bottom. It's Animate.
Oh,
Above Audition.
I'm sorry, they changed the color of the icon. It used to be red or something like that. I think I still have it down here somewhere. Let's see. Adobe, and oh no, now it's blue. Okay, great. All right, great. So you guys can download Animate. You can download Photoshop, whatever you need. Okay, use your Pima email to log in. Same. Okay. So yeah, the trick with the Adobe website is you have to make sure and log in with your Pima email. So I guess one thing that works for most people is if you log into your Pima account, you're sort of already in it. That's a Google account. Then you go continue with Google. I think that gets you right into Adobe. But if not, if for some reason you have trouble with that, try creating a brand new account with Adobe and use your Pima email as the email address. And then if it comes up with a screen that says, do you want to use your personal account or the school account, choose the school account. And then you should get to the same screens that I got to, okay?
Greg, can I stop you there real quick?
Yeah.
My headphones went out. What were the two things you were saying we should download?
Well, you definitely need to download Adobe Animate, which is fourth from the bottom on the left.
Okay.
And then some people will want to download programs like Photoshop because they like to draw in that program. Some people might like to draw in Illustrator, which is a vector program. If there's other programs in here that we're going to use, I'll let you know. But definitely at a minimum, Animate.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Luna says it says try or buy. Well, it shouldn't say that, Luna. can you try, Luna, setting up? Did you just try the Google thing, Luna?
Like I have the same thing, like what it shows on your screen for everything else. It says try and buy under animate. I have the same thing. I hit try and it's downloading, but I don't know how long it lasts. It didn't give me a pop-up for that. It's
Oh,
just installing it.
oh, okay. Well, that sucks. That super sucks. Let's try. I tried to log in as school. Okay, she tried to log in as school email. Okay. Did you have any luck, Luna, logging in with a school email? It's possible that this is an IT issue that IT has to figure this thing out. Um, yeah, it said welcome back. Okay. So did it give you, Luna, did it give you the choice to choose between personal and school account? No? Oh, okay. All right, you guys. Well, I tell you what, I have to write to IT. I'll write to them today and say what the hell's going on with our Adobe licenses. Because we had a number of people yesterday who had the same issues. So at least for now, if you can get the program, even in a trial basis, get it, and we'll figure out this whole Adobe thing so you guys can get in there eventually.
Mine just says straight up download on my screen.
Okay, so clearly you got in the correct
Yeah.
way. Did you use the Google thing?
I just no, I just typed in the school email.
Okay.
I did not go through Google. Maybe that was different.
Okay, so those of you that went through Google, maybe log out and try creating a new account. See if it'll let you create a new account with ID.
I
And
tried that, and it still doesn't give you the option to use a student or personal accounts.
Yeah, that'd be weird because the Google account I logged into was my student Google account, which has the student email. So it'd just say, hey, it's already being used.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll write to IT and see what the deal is, and we can address this next class if we need to. And my apologies for any inconvenience. Okay. Well, let's go back to the class website and see what's next on the list. Okay. All right. So let's see. We did the hybrid meeting form. That's that PDF that we filled out. We did the drawing tablets. I talked about this stuff here. Okay, just a couple other things, and then we can do some fun stuff. The program that we're going to use at school sometimes, just as a demo, is Toon Boom Harmony. And if you're a student and you really like that software, you can get a subscription to it for $9 a month. And I'll just open this link here. You can go to the Toon Boom website, and there's like 3 versions of Harmony. There's Essentials, which is like the most basic version. Then there's Advanced, which is the one we're going to use at school. And then there's Premium, and Premium allows you to import 3D objects. That's one of the big pluses for it. We don't have that one. We have this one right here. So if you end up really loving Harmony and you want to have it at home and work on it, you can just click this link on the class website and sign up to get it for $9 a month, and you can cancel your subscription at any time. Okay, so we talked about the presentations, which are also called industry reports, and now all we have to do, last thing we have to do is make a Google Drive folder, and then I can show you guys some cool videos. So what I'd like you guys to do is log into your Pima account. So go to pima.edu and click on My Pima and get into the Pima account. Okay, and what you can do is come down here and click on Student Docs. I have to go in there a separate way. I have to go to Gmail, and then I have to click on this waffle thingy, this waffle icon that comes up in the top right, and click on Drive. So what you want to do basically is get into your Student Docs, which is the Google Drive. And then you want to come up here to the top left corner and click on the New button. and then you want to, there'll be a little folder icon that comes up. Click on folder. So a little pop-up screen will come up that says new folders. So type dar176 and then type your name to make that folder. Then just click on this little blue create button. Okay, so it's going to make a new folder for you on your Google Drive. It's going to highlight it in a blue color. So then if you're on a PC, you can right-click on it, on the folder itself, and choose Share. If you're on a Mac, you can choose, hold down your Control button and just click on it and choose Share. And then in this field right up here where it says Add People in Groups, I need you to add my email address, which is gjlumeau, it's on the screen here, gjloumeau @pima.edu. And then click the blue Done button. So basically what you're doing is you're creating a Google Drive folder and you're sharing it with me so that you can put assignments in there and we can see it. You can also put your presentation in there and then you can show it to the class right from there. Okay. How are we doing? Anybody have any questions about that?
Nope.
Good? Okay. Okay, so let me get out of here. Let's see, what is the name? The name, well, let's see. You're gonna, the folder name should be dar176 and then your name. And then my email address is gjlumeau. Here, I'll write that here. My email address is gjlumeau @pima.edu. Okay. All right, good. So we've gone through all the like icky first day stuff. Now we can go ahead and do some fun, look at some cool videos and talk about animation. Does anybody have any questions before we do this? Does anybody need, would you guys like a little 5-minute break to get a drink of water or something?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Greg, real quick, you said you want DAR 217 and then our name, or do you want our name first and then DAR 217?
It's dar176.
Oh.
dar176. Then your name.
Sorry, it's an old class that I had. But yeah, so that, and then it says I sent it to you. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to watch a short video about animation, and I'll talk briefly about the history of animation, and then we'll look at some examples of some of the early technology for animation. So let's watch this video here. Whoa. Why do they always do this to me? Let's not watch this video because they moved my video. Okay, sorry about that. My video got moved. So instead, fortunately, I have a link here to a PDF, which is actually kind of a huge PDF. So it'll take just a second to download. Here it is. Okay, great. So I can talk about the history of animation because it's in this book at the very beginning. Here we go. Okay. So, history of animation. So, boom. All right. Make this big so you guys can see it. Close this bookmark thingy. All right. Animation has a history of many innovations and discoveries from the 1800s to today. It first started with optical toys until the creation of films, of cinema, and cameras as we know today. Okay, in the beginning. Many early inventions designed to animate images were created as amusements for children in the 1800s. Most of them were optical toys, and later on became more sophisticated and used as entertainment for everyone. These toys are the zoetrope, the thaumatrope, the flipbook, and the praxinoscope. What's an optical toy? An optical toy is an item that uses persistence of vision to fool the eye and make you believe that an image moves or is not what it seems. What is persistence of vision? Persistence of vision is when your eye's retina retains an image for a fraction of a second before replacing it with a new image. if the images you are looking at are moving fast enough, you will have the impression that you are seeing both images at the same time. Okay, so let me go to, where's the, oh, I'm going to go up one. Yeah. So this little guy right here is what we're going to look at first. And let's see, I think that is called the thaumatrope. It's not the zoetrope. Let me see. Yes. Okay. Now, these were called optical toys. So what happened was in the 1800s, you know, there was no cable TV, no iPhones, right? You know, that's mixed blessing, right? But what they had was to entertain children, they would have these traveling entertainments that would come through town, you know, circuses and sideshows and things like that. And what they would do is they would make little toys to entertain children, and sometimes they would charge you like a penny per kid to come into the tent and see these, you know, these tricks, right? And the first one was the thaumatrope, one of the first animated tricks. And the way the thaumatrope works is you take a round circle. I just happen to have a round circle right here, right? You take a round circle, and on one side you put an image, and then on the other side you put a different image, right? And then you take and you put a piece of string coming out from each side, and what you do is you take that string and you twist it with your fingers, and what will happen is the little cardboard disc or whatever will flip back and forth. Now, when you start flipping it back and forth quickly enough, because of persistence of vision, your eye sees the first image and it holds that for a split second while the second image comes up. And then it combines the two to make a different image. And so it produces a trick. In this case, what we're going to see, it's a very short video. It's 3 seconds long, so I'll do it a couple times. We have a thaumatrope with a bird on one side and a cage on the other. And so what you see is it looks like the bird's in the cage. Like I said, I'll play it a couple times because it's going to go so fast. So here we go. Okay, let's replay that again. So you see how it's there's clearly a bird on one side and a cage on the other side. And so that, you know, just illustrates persistence of vision, right? And that was one of the first toys, right? Okay, so after that, let me go back to my little PDF here. So after the thaumatrope came the zoetrope. Go down here. Okay, they have the zoetrope listed first, but I'm going to go down to the thaumatrope. Sorry, it's really hard to move in this stupid thing. Let me go like this. Okay. It says the thaumatrope, the optical toy, was invented by an English physician, John A. Paris, in 1825. Simple disc with two different pictures on the side. Strings are also attached at each end of the disc. When the user spins the string, the images appears to merge and creates a single illusion. Okay, so that's the thaumatrope. Now, the next one we're going to talk about is the zoetrope. The zoetrope creates the illusion of a moving picture. The first zoetrope was created in China. The modern zoetrope was invented in England in 1834 by William George Horner. It is a cylinder with vertical openings around the sides. On the inside edge of the cylinder, a series of pictures sit, and when it spins, anyone looking through the opening sees a moving picture. Okay, so now let's go to an example of a zoetrope.
There are all kinds of animation, and one way of animating pictures is with a zoetrope. And check it out, here's one right here. And it's got a little thing that makes it turn, and then there's a little, probably a cardboard thing with little slots, and inside you can see there are pictures. And when we let it spin, you can see that the pictures are moving around. And it doesn't really look like much until you look through the little slots. And now we've got a bunch of birds flying. That's a zoetrope.
Okay, so the zoetrope, which was one of the next evolutions in optical toys, you know, they would set it up on a stand, and they would have these pieces of paper that had all of these different drawings on them, and the drawings were progressive movement of something like a bird or a monkey walking or something. And they would put it in there, and once again, people would pay, and they would look through the slot, and they would see an animation because of persistence of vision. You know, you look through the slot, it's sort of like a frame of an animation, and then it holds that image while it shows you the next one, the next one, the next one. So that was the zoetrope. Okay, next. Let's use this little method here to go down. Okay. Okay, the flip book. Now, we all know flip books because, a lot of us made them as kids in elementary school or maybe junior high or high school. You get a little a pad of Post-it notes or a pad of paper. You draw little drawings on each page, and each one is incrementally different than the last. And then when you flip it, it becomes an animation, right? So let's go back to the website and see an example of a flip book. Okay. Now, we're going to see two things here, actually. We're going to see an example of a flip book, right? But we're also going to see what's called a 3D zoetrope. So we already know that a zoetrope is like a spinning cylinder that, has little two-dimensional animated creatures in it, right? But what happened was the people at Pixar, they went over to Asia and they visited Miyazaki's Studio Ghibli, and they found out that he had created a 3D zoetrope, which was basically, instead of two-dimensional animated characters, it had three-dimensional characters that, when spun around, looked animated. And so John Lasseter and the people at Pixar were so amazed by that, they're like, when they went home, they're like, we're going to build our own 3D zoetrope of Pixar characters, right? So what you're going to see in this video is both an example of a, let's see, I'm sorry, there are two different links here. I thought they were one. Let's see, let's try the flipbook first, and then we'll see the zoetrope. Oh no, there it is, both, it's both. So, okay, we're going to watch this video where they're going to talk about both the flipbook and the 3D zoetrope.
How animation works is it's a trick. When you go to a movie, you're basically seeing 24 still images every second. It's like a flipbook. As I flip through here, you can see that each drawing is a little different than the last one. And then as I flip through at speed, the illusion of movement is created.
Pixar really wanted to show the public how animation works, and one of the ideas to do this was to build something called a zoetrope.
Zoetropes go back to the 19th century. If you imagine a barrel with little slots and images, each a little different from the last, it's like a shutter, and it shows you a little glimpse of that drawing across the way, and they appear to move. Studio Ghibli has this amazing three-dimensional zoetrope. John Lasseter had seen the zoetrope there, and I think he said, I've never seen an object that so well describes the basic premise of animation. When it was suggested that we do one for ourselves, it was a no-brainer. Instead of drawings, we're using sculptures. So what you're seeing are 18 different sculptures, each slightly different than the last one. And instead of flipping through them, we're using a strobe light to make those images stick in your eye. And these spinning images freeze in space. And each sculpture replaces the last one and appears to move. It's stunning because it looks like it's come to life right in front of you.
I think that the zoetrope is the clearest explanation of animation, because on the disc, you get to see every frame of animation before your current frame where you're looking, and every frame of animation after it. Here you have the opportunity to see the tricks the animator used to make things move.
It's a very simple mechanism, it's a very simple idea, but somehow seeing that come to life right in front of you is really fantastic.
Okay, so that is the example of the flipbook and the zoetrope. Let's see if there's anything else left on our page here to talk about. Okay, so the last thing here is something called a praxinoscope. Let's see if I have that on my PDF. Okay, so it says the flipbook was invented in 1868 by John Barnes Linnet. This was another device used to create the illusion of movement. Okay, so we know what a flipbook is, I think. The praxinoscope was invented by French photographer Émile Reynaud in 1831. This device was a more advanced version of the zoetrope. It was made of a spinning cylinder and a series of mirrors. Reynaud also developed a larger version of the praxinoscope so that he could project the moving picture onto a screen. So once again, it's basically a zoetrope with mirrors. But what the mirrors allow you to do is instead of looking through the little slot, you look at the mirror to see the images. So let's look at the praxinoscope. So once again, it's like a zoetrope with the pictures on the inside of the cylinder, but instead of you looking through a slot, this is a mirrored cylinder in the middle, and you just watch the mirror. Okay, I'll go ahead and stop there because I think we get the idea. But and you have to realize that to people, you know, children especially, but even adults in the 1800s, this was like some form of magic because, you know, any sufficiently advanced technology is equivalent to magic to some people. So, you know, they were willing to shell out their penny or their 5 cents or whatever to see these things, which became increasingly more complex. And then eventually, they got the idea to take this up to the screen. Like you can see this evolution here. Raynaud developed a larger praxinoscope so you could project the moving picture onto a screen, right? And then once you got a screen, then we have movies, right? The movie camera was created in the 1900s, and the rest, as they say, is history. Now, we'll talk more about the history of animation, but this is sort of the very early beginning of it. We'll in a future class, we'll take it from, you know, the actual very first, what you might consider fully animated films on screen to the current day. But this is where we're going to stop today as far as the history of animation. Anybody have any questions or comments or anything? Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give you guys a little assignment, and then we're going to, as I said, we'll probably end the class a little early so you guys can go work on this and do whatever else you need to do. So what this assignment is going to be, it's going to be to draw a character in 4 different poses, which is called a character turnaround. And this is an example of a character turnaround right here. Now, I do not expect you to draw a character this complex. This character has, you know, she's wearing a skirt and boots, and she's got something in her hair, and she's very three-dimensional, you know. This is just an example that I found, right? You can create any kind of character you want. Err on the side of simplicity. So don't make something that's like comic book detailed, you know, make something very simple so that it can be animated, right? You can do anything you want. If you want to do a creature with 4 legs instead of 2, you can do that. But you're going to want to draw them in 4 different poses. What's called the front view, the back view, the side view or the profile, and the 3/4 view, which is kind of half front and half side, right? And you know, you can just make a sketch of it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be in color, but just sketch out a character that you think you might, you know, possibly want to work with this semester. You don't have to, you're not going to be committed to that character from, you know, the first drawing. You can always change it later. It's just to get an idea of how this process works. Now, if you want a little help in that, there's a video here. You know, after the
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, after the horrible commercial here. Let me mute. I'm going to mute this for a couple seconds so we don't have to listen to the stupid commercial. Okay, so this video here, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but in this video, he basically shows you how to use these construction lines to create a turnaround. Now, construction lines are really, really important because what they help you do is they help you make sure that all 4 drawings of the character put the different body parts of the character in the same place, right? Like, let's say you draw a little simple character like this, and their head is this big, and their body's this big, and their legs are this big. Well, if you draw lines going all the way across the screen, when you draw like the side view of this guy, you can make his head the same size, right? So, like I said, I'm not going to play the whole video now. That's for you guys to do on your own if you would like a little additional help. But you can see how he's redrawn the character, and he's using these guides to make sure everything is in the same place, right? So here he's drawing a profile view of the character, right? And he's got that finished, and now he's doing a fourth version of the character over here, like this, right? And so, you know, if you watch the video, he'll show you how he does it. But it's really a good technique. Now you guys can do this. You can draw it by hand, and if you do, then you need to take a picture of it and put the picture in the Google Drive you just created so that we can all look at it the next class, which is next Tuesday. If you want to draw it digitally, you can use any program you're familiar with or comfortable with to draw it. So, you know, I know you guys don't have your tablets yet that you're going to get. So some of you may have to just scratch this out with a pen or a pencil. And like I said, if that's the case, just take a picture of it and put it up. On Tuesday, we'll look at your drawings. We're going to give you positive, constructive feedback and, you know, ways that you can amplify them and make them stronger. And then we'll move on from there, you know, learning about character development and animation. Okay, now that's the bulk of what I have for you guys today. Is there any, are there any questions or comments from you guys?
None for me, no.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone on the chat have a question? Okay. All right. Let me show you one last thing before I set you guys free. If we go back to this calendar here, remember this is the sheet where I marked, you know, whether you're a Tuesday or Thursday person. I just want to draw attention to this calendar here, which shows you which days we're meeting, you know, virtually and which days we're meeting in school and stuff like that. Here's the calendar for August, and it shows you that both this week and next week, all of Pima is meeting virtually. You know, we're just getting we're getting everything together online so we can figure everything out. The week of August 31st is the first time we're going to start meeting in person. And so that'll be the week where the Tuesday people come on September 1st and the Thursday people come on September 3rd, right? And then the following week will be virtual again and so on and so forth, right? Now on this calendar, whatever is red is a holiday. So we have like Labor Day and I think Veterans Day. We've got Thanksgiving and of course Christmas break. Another thing I want to point out to you guys is that the very last week of school is also virtual. So this week of school in December, when people are giving finals, that's going to be a virtual week as well. And then basically every other week of the semester, you're either completely virtual online or you're virtual one day and then you come into school the next class session. Okay, and I apologize if this is confusing. It's just the way they set it up, and it'll become clear once we get into the rhythm of the classes. It'll become much clearer. Okay, I will write to IT and ask him what the heck's going on with the Adobe accounts and see if they can clear that stuff up. And then we'll talk about that more next time. Okay, last chance. Any questions or comments from you guys?
No, just see you next week.
Okay, you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Later.
Okay, let's see.